So can I start by just officially saying that this empowering mechanic is a little bit tiresome. I understand it kind of gates things a little bit, and I don't mind that, but my God, I figured out, I did some bad calculations here, and I figured out that actually, by the way, I've done 8 of them. How good am I? It took forever. I'll show you what I've done, actually. I'll show you what I've been doing, which is real crap. The thing is, I'm not a redstoner, so automating Britannia is not something that it becomes easy to me. I'm just going to move my mic a little bit. It's not something that becomes easy to me. So, of these Rosa Arcanas, which produce mana, so you can see they're draining my levels. They produce mana using levels. The thing is, these mana spreaders are really slow. So these will drain all the levels, and then they'll spit them in there, and you can see. So I need half a pool of mana per terasteel. So you can imagine how mind-numbing it was to sit here and do this, occasionally throwing coal blocks on there. Music. You're real loud, dude. I like you, but you're real loud. I'm just sitting here doing that. I mean, it was real dull. So I just set it up, go and do a thing, come back, you know. Anyway, took ages, but it's done. It's here, bosh. I have 8 of them, so we can put them into those, which is 64. I realized that's only like, if we were to do a whole big thing of those machine casings, I would need 288 in total. 288. Can you actually believe that? Thankfully, is it advanced casing? Yes. Thankfully, we don't need that many. In fact, just making these 4, I've realized, will help. Because, if we go back into these reinforced, which I made a whole heap more of, right? So we set up, maybe we could put it here. That's an even number, though. That's not great. Alright, I'll set it up here because, you know, why not? 1, 2, 3, is that? Nah. I feel like that's going to get in the way. I need a spot for it. Let's just put it like here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we set it up like this. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Up, 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 up. Net. Oh, way too many. Anyway, so we set it up like this, and this is the multi-block. And so if we put our blast furnace in there, and while we do that, I'll also give the wrench, because you need a wrench. I should just have a bag with all my tools in it, really. And I put the wrong thing away. Bosh, right? Aha! 2,312 heat. And that was our problem, because we need 3,000 to make tungsten steel. So, let's go advanced casing. And let's do this, and this, and we go, but... Oh. Da. So, I don't know how many of those we have now. I just... what are they actually called? Data storage circuits. So, data. Okay, we've got 6 of them. We need 8 of them. That's fine. Recipe? No. Data storage circuits. We need that. Let's just do this. 2 more. This should be all we need. Advanced casing. So now, advanced control circuits. We should have... No, we need some more advanced control circuits. To make those, we need advanced control circuits. We need enriched alloy and basic control circuits. So we need iron, I believe. For the enrichment chamber, advanced infusing factory. Is this the correct one? It's super slow because I got all the speed upgrades out of it. But let's just do this and then go back and watch it speed up. No, that's enriched iron. That's not what we want. Metallurgic infuser. How do we make the... I forgot. At mechanism. So make these things, the enriched alloy. Oh, so it's redstone and iron. Good, that's fine. I'll leave that in there. I'll just knock you out. Put you there. And you've got an empty inventory. I'll steal your speed upgrades Thank you oh so very much. And chuck you in there. Bosh. Then we will get some redstone. I'll get 2 stacks. May as well make a lot of these. Add up, add up, add up, add up. There we go. Now check the iron in there. Boop, 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 boop. Make a whole heap of that. And then at mechanism, we need these. So, yeah. So it's the same thing just with osmium. Osmium. We've got tons of osmium. In fact, we've got so much, I might even just chuck a little bit more in the old redstoney furnace. Beep. Oh, love the speed of that thing. All right. Buzz, 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 buzz. Still really slow, and I don't even have the power to keep up with it. Let's just check. Have I put in a recipe for osmium? I haven't. We'll do that later. And then the iridium ingot in the middle, right? Yes. Winner. Okay, take you. Yes, 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 yes. Wow, you're still so slow. That's all the upgrades. This is why we like the factories, but this is full of carbon, and I don't want to get rid of the carbon. Actually, can we do a... Maybe we could just make another factory. Add mechanism. Mechanims. The factory upgrade. Where do we find those? This thing. Basic tier installer. Sure. Advanced tier installer? Sure. So let's just throw that on the ground. In excitement, we'll run. Bam! Bam! Okay. Oh. I probably need to do the basic one first, right? Run over and bam! And bam! That's better. What I saw it. Yes, boy. Okay, that worked. Okay, so we come back and put these in here. And we'll just make a start by doing... Well, I mean... half a... Oh, I'm not even going to have it for half a stack. Okay, so we need... What are we making it again? Advanced casings. Bam. Boom. Boop. Nope. This thing. Bam. We need 2 of those. Oh, thank you. And then bop. Bippity boppity boop. Now... Here's the exciting bit. Replace that with that. Hang on, did that change? You better have changed. You're supposed to change. It's not changing. You kidding me? That's supposed to change. Yeah, the hologram's fine. 2366. This 2420. Oh, so it does change, but it's super slow. Okay, so how many more of those can we make? Advanced casing. Alright, so we obviously need more of these. Which means, you know what? Bugger it. Let's just make as many of these as we can. Which is 14. Which will cause me to make as many of these as we can. Which is 3. Really? Which is that? Okay. Well, what are we missing to make these then? So, data. Is it the... no, sorry. Emeradic? Yep. Wow. Wow, dudes. Wow. Okay, so let's just 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just randomly change them up. That brings us up to 2, 5. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, lava. This really upset me last time I did this. Put you there. Bucket. So I wonder how much this actually changes it. Blub, blub. So the whole idea of the lava is... Yes! Yes! Yes, we made it. We've done it. We now have the industrial blast furnace set up. So I'm just going to be really lazy. Just set up a power thing to here. Flux duct. Should just be able to use a signalum. And pump you into here. And now we can make tungsten steel, baby. Tungsten steel. And come down here. Straight into that. Plug yourself in, boy. Alright, and then we just need to put tungsten and steel in there. But that's not the whole story, is it? So that will give us hot tungsten steel. Hot tungsten steel. In order to make this into a usable material, we need to... Now, where is it? Vacuum freezer, I believe. Yes. That's the only thing we can... Or gelid cryothium in a fluid transposer. I mean, both are alright. How hard is a vacuum freezer to make? 2 extractors, a steel plate, reinforced glass. That sounds alright. Vacuum. What have we got already? We have everything except for the extractors. We have nothing for the extractors. Can we do this? Really? Okay, so I need basic machine frame. So hopefully I do. We need 2 of those. We need impregnated sticks. Ugh, damn it. Okay, so we take some seeds. And we take some logs. Oops. We take some logs. And we go over to our carpenter, which I haven't got set up yet. And Mum's spaghetti is done. I've finished it again. We need a carpenter. And we need a squeezer. And then we need a fluid duct. Yep, it can be hardened. I don't really give too much of a damn. Frankly, my dear, I don't care. Okay, for this... You know what? We'll just go down here. No, we won't. Oh, no! I'm just going to put it here and here. We're going to fill you full of seeds. You're going to pump fluid into here. Probably really slowly because you're a forestry machine. You're going to make impregnated sticks. Now we just wait. Literally, that's all we can do. So we need impregnated sticks. While they're doing that, we'll just make some tree taps. So a vacuum freezer. Yes, so we need tree taps. We need one. It's just that many. Okay, good. And everything else, reinforced glass with advanced alloy plates. Okay, so advanced alloy plates. We'll need 2 of those. Thank you. And reinforced glass. Bam. Okay, so we have everything we need except for these impregnated sticks. We should have some already. Good. That's all we need. Put in here. In machine casings, I believe. Basic machine frame. We need 2 of those. We have everything except for oak wood planks. Wow, okay. Oh, yeah. We'll probably need to put in a recipe for how to make oak wood planks. Believe it or not. But there we go. Trying to make a machine casing. Can't make a machine frame without oak wood planks. Yeah, everyone knows that. Start you. Just wait a little bit. That's probably long enough. I don't think the craft takes that long. And 2 extractors, just like that. And then bam, we now have a vacuum freezer. Freezing in a vacuum. That's not how you spell freezing. That's okay. I ain't going to judge. Are you kidding me? Really? I've gotten rid of my wrench somewhere. A wrench. So all of these require... So what is... So this needs those reinforced casings. Just around the base? Seems like it. Reinforced. So hopefully we've got enough. Need one underneath it? Yeah, one directly underneath it as well. Okay. One there, and there. Okay. Well, that works. It's weird. I don't really understand why, but that's okay. For now, actually. See that? Put you there. And I will just, basically, we'll just run you like this. And then do. And have I got, yes I did, but charging. Woo! That takes a lot. 64,000. Okay, so now tungsten. Let's take a stack of tungsten and a stack of steel. We got a stack of steel? We got a stack of steel. A stack of steel. And then put you in there and there. And then all of your power goes away. Really? Max energy. Input rate is 128 EU. So does this need upgrades in order to be better? So at, what is it, Industrial Foregoing? No, not Industrial Foregoing. This is Tech Reborn. Tech Reborn. Overclocker transformer. Energy storage. Range. Ejector. So transformer? Input rate. Output rate. Okay, I'm just going to let this do its thing because this is super slow. I'll come back. I'm going to do some research about if there's any way we can speed this up. I'll be back in a minute. Because the input rate's super low, but it shouldn't be because we have... Yeah, I'm a bit confused because it's draining this. I don't think anything else is draining it, is it? I see these are all maxed out. It's not draining that, so I think I'm a bit weirded out by what's happening there. I'm just going to see if changing some of these to resonant helps at all. Have I got any spare resonant lawn around? Yes. If it's signalum for most of it doesn't need to remain signalum. Signalum. Really stupid idea right there. Put you there, and then we'll just go up. I don't for any reason think this is going to work. I think maybe I have to change, like do a transform upgrade. Yeah, I can hear that it hasn't changed a thing. It just doesn't charge very quickly. So do I need an overclock or do I need a transformer? I'm going to go check that out and I'll be back in a memento. Yeah, so that's only one. So it's the next day. Actually it's a couple of days, to be honest. And I've done some things. I upgraded this with both an overclocker upgrade and a transformer upgrade, and to be honest, it has made zero difference. I thought maybe it did. Like, if you have a look at the top, that little power bar just seems to be doing a little bit better, but it really hasn't. And this vacuum freezer is just as slow. And I got a transformer upgrade in that. It does change the tier when you add a transformer upgrade, but the input rate stays at 128. Reading up about it, I think it's MFSU. Is this the thing? Yes. So this is this is the Tech Reborn. So it needs an MFE. So an MFE, it's got a right input rate, so we can almost make that. Let's just make some more of these. 2 more of you. I have no idea if that worked. Yes, it did. So this is basically like a big battery. I'm just curious if I put you here. So you're charging... I mean, that's saying more stable now. Oh, no. No. So it doesn't actually just output. Let's have a look. Let's put this down. Stupid Tech Reborn. So MFE. Need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll need some of these. 4 of you. And a basic machine frame, which well, obviously we've got. Okay, MFE. On the ground. Right, so you have... Is this its output then? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Interesting. So, what if I ting? What if I do... Well, not that. Ting. What if I do this? Ah. This just makes no sense to me. So, its input rate is only 128 EU. But that's not enough to keep it charged. What? I don't understand. This mod is really strange, so I'll just leave it or whatever. I've made a stack of tungsten steel. It took some time, but I've done it. So that's good. Makes me happy. One thing actually, hang on. So wolframite, one of you becomes 1 tungsten. I need to make a little thing for that. Boop. And you. Actually, no, it doesn't. Use. 1 wolframite becomes 2 tungsten dust. Have I got tungsten dust in? I do. I've got heaps. Well, I'm not gonna be short on tungsten then. So 1 wolframite ore becomes 2 tungsten dust. Bloop. And then 1 tungsten dust becomes 1 tungsten. How many times do you want to hear me say tungsten? So put you in there, and you go into the pulverizer. The tungsten dust goes into you, and the redstone furnace goes into there. Bam. So now we can make tungsten as we need it. So this is all good. I've been doing some more automation. So now I've automated my smeltery to make bronze. So in here I have the pattern for this. So 4 bronze ingots out of 1 tin and 3 copper. And then this is set up to automatically input into our... I've got an import bus down here, right back into our ME system. And this is set up so that it only accepts molten bronze at the moment. So I figure I'm probably only going to use this for bronze, and I'll make a pattern for an Iridium, and I'll make a pattern for anything else that needs to go in here. I've set up the Induction Smelter so that this is always full of cinnabar. So I've put cinnabar in an export bus, so it'll always fill this up with cinnabar. And I've made a pattern in here for platinum. So 1 platinum ore will give us 3 platinum ingots, but 1 platinum ore will also give us iridium, because I know that iridium gets made out of this, and every ore gives us iridium. This pulverizer, I can now make fluid dust, and getting some lag around here, and a whole heap of other things. So basically, I'm just trying to automate everything, so that when it comes down to making what I need to make, everything should be pretty quick. Speaking of which, the next thing we need to do, so I was going to try and speed this up, but I've just decided, bugger it, it's as fast as I can figure out how to make it, and unfortunately Tech Reborn has almost zero, almost zero write-up about it, so it's really, really difficult to figure out what I need to do, which is really annoying. There's no real wiki, there's no in-game thing. Kind of sucks. So I'm just going to leave it. It's just going to be slow, and I'm okay with that. So what we're actually going to do, what am I? Oh, that's right. I'm trying to free up, just pulverizing a whole heap of stuff. Surprisingly, my ME drives are holding up pretty well. I thought they'd be getting full by now. I'm down to really slow eating. You know what we could do in an episode coming up? Because I've never actually stopped to think about what food I can have. I'm going to put a roof on this, I've decided. Don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to. If we do this, chironite, we're doing not too bad, 28, so we're a quarter of the way there, I guess, or thereabouts. But this is actually filling up quite well, and something that I was reminded of, I know I'm flitting about all over the place, is you can actually make upgrades for these things. So there's a speed modifier, which block of gold, mica, a null modifier, which we have, and redstone. So that's actually quite easy. We just need mica, which we can get from a void resource miner tier 2, which we are perfectly capable of getting. Is that the only modifier that there is? What if I'd look up modifier? Maybe that might be easier. Modifier. A piezo modifier. I don't know what that does. And an accuracy modifier. Don't know what that does either. They all say mica. So, obviously we need mica. So actually while we're here, void resource. Can I make a void resource miner? Tier 2? Almost can. I just need... I'll just need clear laser lens. Thank you. Got there in the end. And I've got the tier 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 iridium blocks. Flip. Okay. So it's set up in the same way. So I think, why don't we just like take a break from you and put you on there? Should still work. And then I can try and get some mica. There you go. Already started getting blue terracotta. Wiener. While I'm here, I'll grab all the things. Because all of this is going to have to be thingied. What's the word? Pulverized and then smelted. Lead, iron, gold. I'll tell you what, we are never, ever going to be hurting for ores again. Which is why I took this thing down. And we'll probably, well... I've left this thing running. What would be good, actually, is to start putting netherrack in here. Now, that's not a terrible idea. Thought I'd turn this off, but let's just do this. And take you out. Blip, 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 blip. And I'll start making some netherrack probably. But anyway, point is, fusion control computer, right? This is our next step. So this is what we need to make plutonium. Everything of this is fine. As annoying as some of this stuff is. Everything of this is fine, but the fusion coil, we need not only one of these for the actual machine itself. We also need, I think it's 24 of them as the multi-block, and each one of these takes its own advanced machine casing. So we're back on the grind for this, for these emeradic crystals. So that's all fine, really. Nichrome, it's nickel and chrome, that's also fine. Iridium neutron reflector, needs iridium, and then a thick neutron reflector, which is neutron reflector around beryllium. What annoys me about this is I click on the beryllium cell and it just tells me how to make the cells. So I need to figure out how to make beryllium. And I've been going through here. So the industrial electrolyzer. We need to find which one says beryllium. Now, this really confuses me anyway, but they're all silicon. They're all silicon. Wolframium, beryllium. So I believe if we put emerald dust in an industrial electrolyzer, we should get a compressed air cell, silicon, beryllium, and aluminium dust. I think that's what it's trying to tell me. I think it's the only way that I've seen to find beryllium. Oh no, we could always also use ender pearl dust. Much cheaper probably to use carbon. So I think that's our way to go. So what do we need to make this? 3 extractors. Everything start with an extractor. Let's find that really strange. Sorry, extractor. No, it's a machine. Basic machine frame. So I need 3 of those. Aha! So impregnated sticks is killing us because we need seeds. So, you know what? This is basically what I've been doing. Just to let you know. This is what I've been doing. I'm basically just running around trying to autocraft stuff. Whatever it doesn't work in an autocraft, I set up. So in this case, we need seeds in order to make impregnated sticks, right? So let's set up these cloches because I'm getting some real vicious lag spikes. So let's set up these cloches or cloches. I'm going to call it a cloche. I think that sounds better than a cloche. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 should be plenty. I'm going to set those up there. Is that not rendering or is that burnt down somehow? I can't help but think that something's gone a little bit wrong there. Is it still seeing the blocks? No. I think we might have had a small fire over here, or somehow the fire from there spread over here. I'm not really sure how that's happened. That's upsetting. That was like my favourite thing of this whole island. Okay. Well, I'm just going to leave that and walk away. I don't know how that's happened. Maybe a fire caused by a storm? Not really sure. Anyway, so let's come over here to the cloches. Let's get some flux ducts. Let's get these powered. Flux ducts. Signal them. I guess we'll use signal them. These things do require a little bit of power, so... And we'll just pump it over the top. Bip, a bip, a bippity boppity boop. And then we'll go down the side into here. Boop. Okay, so we got that. Next, what they'll need is also water. So we need some fluid ducts. Fluid ducts, with which we have plenty. I'm not using my wireless thingy because I haven't made any range upgrades to it yet, so it's a little bit not great. Okay, just need to, like, will I be able to reach that? Yes. Okay, good. And then we'll just bring you across. There we go. So now we've got power. And then fluid ducts. This isn't ideal, which has turned into my catchphrase for this series. Okay, I'm just going to put that there and there and there and there. I should be able to do that. And can I? No, can't reach it. You know, which isn't ideal. That's what I say for everything. I think, does water pump in from the front on this? We'll soon find out, I guess. So let's see if we can just bring you up and across. Doesn't seem to mind that. Good, 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 good. And then we just need some seeds. And then we'll fill these full of seeds, and hopefully, and we need a piece of dirt for each one. No, seed goes in there. Yep. Seed goes in there. Seed goes in there. Seed goes in there. Take you and you. You. I'd make fertilized dirt for this, but I've taken out the recipe, which is irritating. Podzol? Not really point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zip. Take this over, and then we can start making just tons of seeds, because we're going to need seeds to make seed oil in order to make impregnated sticks. It's just so wonderfully fast. It's a glorious thing. So I think you can pump water in either side, and I think the items possibly come out here. I don't know if I'll worry about the items for now. I might just do it manually. Just for now. Because pretty much I'm still going to keep making the impregnated sticks manually. I'm not going to go... You working? Yes. And you're working. Good. So I'll set those up to go. And that should get us... Actually, what I might do is I'll item duct them out. Item duct with servo. Let's just use a resonant. Actually, I'll need all 4. Which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Item duct, and then get rid of you and you and you. And a chest. I need a chest. Just a regular, everyday, vanilla chest will be fine. And then hopefully I can pull these out and then put them right here. Is the plan. So, don't even need servos. They're just doing that automatically. Good. And so this will just sit there and make the thing. Good. Not how it's going to stay, but how I'm doing it for now. Put all of you back. And you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And I'll put you there. Good. That's good, because we need these impregnated sticks to make our machine casings, to make our extractors. So, 6... That'll be enough, actually. That's all I needed. So, well, what actually we can do, sorry, I'm getting flitting around. What I can actually do is set an export bus on here to constantly feed this full of seeds. And then this can just, an import bus with impregnated sticks. And then that'll just give us a constant stream of them because we need tons. So, extractors. No. We need machine. We need these basic machine frames. We need 3. Need impregnated sticks. Did I not put them in the thing? I didn't. Machine. I'm actually going to... What is it? JEI synchronized auto keep is what I wanted to do. I think that means that after we click start, it'll stay on what we were doing. So that'll make them 1, 2, 2, and that's the last one. Hello, 3. And 3. Good. Take you out, put you there, make 1, because I don't have enough tree taps. I'm just going to make some of those. Good. It just feels like every single... what am I making? The Industrial Electrolyzer. And we need 2 more extractors. That. Okay, so the Industrial Electrolyzer starts with that, and then should have everything else it needs for it. Biome. Blop. Good. So, I guess, does it just take... Let's have a look. Uses. Can it just take emeralds, or do they need to be crushed? Peridot dust, emerald dust. Yes, beryllium cell. Emerald dust, crushed emerald. So it does take emerald dust. So let's just open up this for starters. Emerald. We'll just start with 64. Looks like it's going to take quite a bit. Swap you out. Thank you. Check you back in there. Get some emerald dust, and we need to make some cells. Oh, we do have 16. Some empty cells. I believe they were really easy. I can't find them over here. Cells. There we go. Let's make that many. So I got that. We have power. The input rate is 128 EU, so I guess I can expect this to just not work. And let's get some crushed emeralds. Emerald. Emerald dust, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, it's going. Can I take the overclocker upgrade and put it in here? Will that speed you up? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't think that overclocker upgrade does anything. Alright, so this should give us beryllium. I wonder if it's a 100% chance for it. Bosh. Yes, beryllium cell, silicon, compressed air, and aluminium dust. So it takes a lot. So, emerald dust. I'm going to need a lot. In fact, that's all our emeralds if we do that. Interesting. So I'm going to swap you out, you out. I mean, hang on. How much beryllium do I need? I need 1 per thick neutron reflector. I need 9 per iridium neutron reflector, and I need 1 of them per coil. So I need 24 coils. So it's 9 times 24. Yeah, I need a lot of them. So let's just stick with this then. Stick with this as an idea. Ugh. Just at the moment, I guess I'm not. I guess I don't need the emeralds for anything else. That's the main thing I need to remember. Emerald ore. I may as well just chuck you in here as well. Man, this stuff's expensive. Okay, so we got that sorted. So our beryllium cells are going. And we got, I feel like we got a fair amount. Is this working? Yes, it is. Purple alabaster. Is there a quicker way to get mica? Mica. Would like a white laser lens. Let's make it a white laser lens. So, laser. Clear. and then make you white. But, all right, so let's change you to a white laser lens then. And hopefully, and then they go here, where the null modifier is currently set. Boop. Okay, good. And pop out of here. So that's that sorted. All right, how are we doing for time? Ooh, getting, I think actually, I think we're probably okay. I think we're probably done for this session. We've got a few more things. I must have just replaced it with that. So, we've got the beryllium going. How much did we get from that? Beryllium 3. Okay, so that's not terrible. The other thing I wanted to look up is, so fusion control computer and this cell. So, nichrome's a superconductor. What do we need for that? A 60k helium coolant cell, which is helium cell around tin. 60k. So how do we get a helium cell then? 60k helium cell. It's a helium cell. So let's go back to this. So we can centrifuge things as well. Helium. Endstone. Well, that's on hydrogen. Nope. Deuterium. Sorry. Glowstone will give us a helium cell. There's one helium cell for 16 glowstone. I think that's... So, chemical reactor. Doesn't look like... I can make nitro fuel. The beryllium's not part of this, is it? No. Glycerol, nitro coal fuel. Distillation tower. Woofty-doo-dah. Fusion control. Electrolyzer. Let's just look for anything that looks like helium. Nope. So we can't do that. So we'll need a chemical... No, we'll need a... What is it? Industrial centrifuge. It takes advanced machine frames. It's okay, we can make those. Refined iron, another extractor. Okay. Let's finish up by making that. Advanced machine frames. We need 2 of you. What are we missing? A bronze gear. Available 1. I put a recipe in for you, sir. Impregnated sticks. So, hang on. Bronze gear. Let's make 10 of you. Have I got enough? Yes. And then, let's take the recipe that I have for that. Advanced machine frame. Let's just change this up a little bit, because I think the problem we've got is it's looking for... No. That's not what I wanted. I think the problem that we currently have is that it's looking for the wrong kind of bronze gears, and I don't think it can OR dictionary it either. OR dictionary substitutes is what I wanted. So I put you there, and then hopefully if I click this, allow substitutions. Should be good. Should be good. What that means is it doesn't matter what kind of gear it is, it should still be fine. So if I looked at advanced machine, and let's say I need 2 of those. Still wants that kind of bronze gear. Is that for... Oh, what else does it want? Oakwood planks. Yeah, well. Advanced machine casing. Interesting. I'm so very, very curious about this. I'm very, very curious. I think the problem I needed to do is I didn't re-encode this. And instead of faffing about with OR dictionary changes, I'm just going to do that. I'm going to re-encode it. Good. Now we should be shifty on that one. This is the fun of it. And let's have a look. Advanced. And that should be okay with the bronze gears now. Good. So it needs impregnated sticks and it needs oak planks. Oak. We have hardly any oak left, and that's our problem. So compressed oak logs. Blah, 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 blah. And then here. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Zip. Good. Impregnated sticks is the only other problem we have. Let's quickly go make some impregnated sticks. This thing's insane. That's only 4 of them. That's what we're going to run our mystical agriculture farm on eventually when we get that, which is one of the exciting things about this is that once we get dark matter, if we have a look at the uses of dark matter, we can make a dark matter warper. So what's good about that is we can finally get wither skeletons, because this converts things to wither skeletons, and we can get spawn ghasts. And ghasts, my little lovely friends, ghasts give us, if we can catch a ghast, we can get flight. Creative flight. The other thing we need dark matter for is, dimension builder, which I didn't know. We need it to make black iron. We also can make quartz alchemical dust. As well as a whole heap of other things. Draconium. Dark matter and Eye of Ender will give us draconium. Well, that's rather lovely. So that'll give us access to draconic evolution. And the other thing I wanted to see is the use of black iron. I think we need black iron for the extended crafting, which we want to get into. But how do we make... I think it's a Sky Resources thing. The end portal. Needs dark matter blocks, quartz amplification components, end diamonds, light matter. Well, that's a whole nother ball game, that one. And block of nether stars. So we actually have to... wow. So before we go to the end, we have to fight the Wither a number of times. But end portal core, we'll need that to get to the end, which means we need dark matter blocks. But the good thing about this is we make dark matter blocks. Oh, it's by combustion. It's combustion, and it requires all of that to make one. I'm going to get some heavy automation before that happens. Anyway, right, let's finish off this. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I need to finish making, the stuff that I need to do that first. Next episode, I can tell you already, next episode, we are going to be making... Yep. We're going to be making... upgrading our Botania stuff, because the way I have it set up now is just, it doesn't really work. It's not really working for me at the moment, and everything's just a little bit too slow. So I'm going to try and improve that. No crafting CPUs are available because you're still going, aren't you? It's just a little bit too slow, so I'm going to be working on entropiniums. I'm going to get the portal to Alfheim. I'm going to do all of the things that we need to do in order to really up our game and make all the Terra steel in the world. Have you still not made that? Come on now. What are we waiting on? There we go. Extractor. Should have everything else. Industrial centrifuge. Come down and you can join the party. So, I'll get some cells. I'll get some glowstone. And we'll see how we go. Cell. And glow. I actually have that much. Let's just crush some more glowstone. And the other thing that we needed was some more emerald dust. Put the glowstone in there. Put you back there. And then more emerald dust. Glowstone. And I've grabbed the wrong cells. That should give us our helium. Empty cell. That's what I thought I grabbed. Put you in there, and then I thought you'd just kind of work after that. Other way around? Interesting. Oh, it's working. You like real slow. That's still going. More beryllium. It's good. So actually it's probably not going to take that many because I get 3 per each one. So I probably only need about 30 lots of how much that is. So if we start at 35, so it takes 29, which is an oddly specific number. Wow, that's really slow. I'll come back to you in about 400,000 million years when this is finished. Bye! Oh, thanks for watching. Bye!